Paris Mountain State Park, and today we are going to show you how exactly what goes on here and exactly the living and non-living things that go on here and how they coexist with one another. As you can see here, there's plenty of biotic and abiotic factors. Water being abiotic, the air being abiotic, and you know, like the trees, the plants, the wildlife here is an example of biotic factors, and you can see there's abundance and plenty of it here, and you should come by and check it out sometime.
Competition is a constant battle in the wild. From intraspecific, where these same species of fish fight for tiny scraps of food in the water, to the interspecific, while these geese and ducks fight one another for the same entree of fish. This turtle is a good example in the difference in the habitat and the niche. Its habitat is comprised of the abiotic factors like the water it swims in, to the biotic factors like the tree it basks on or the food it eats. Whereas its niche is comprised of the chemicals in the air it breathes, or any other physical, chemical, or biological factors it has to survive.
See this right here? See if you can get a close shot right here. Look at all that shiny stuff in the mud right there. All right there is an example of the human impact and what we have done to this beautiful environment. See, this right here is very bad for the environment. You see right here, if you can get a close up right there, is another good example of negativity and the human impact that we have here. The soda can right there, and it ain't gonna do much good for the living creatures here in this environment. You can zoom in right here in this tree. The beavers cut this down and obviously trying to make a dam somewhere. And a nice little worm right there. I don't know if he's alive or not. Oh, yep, very much alive. No, come here, little fella. You're alright. And oh, well, he's worms. Let's see if I can find him here. This it's a caterpillar, some kind of a worm. He believe it's a caterpillar. See, this guy, he eats the producers like the grass and the primary consumer, and then this primary consumer is then consumed by the secondary consumers like your typical birds and fish, and then those are again eaten by the tertiary consumers like your bigger predators like your owls, your snakes, and then from there they're eaten by even more bigger animals. If you can get a close shot right here in this moss right here, you see eventually this moss will start to grow and keep producing. These are like the pioneers here of this whole entire forest around here, and eventually in time little shrubs will start to grow from them, and then eventually we'll get to smaller trees like you see around here, and then eventually to the bigger trees that you see all around the forest, and that's primary and/or secondary succession. But the thing about primary succession is that it's a new habitat altogether, as of secondary succession uses its old resources from the previous succession.
Water is a very important part of wildlife. The hydrological cycle is driven by the sun. Water evaporates from the lake, then condensates to form clouds. Once the cloud can't hold any more water, precipitation occurs. After precipitation occurs, water then falls back to the earth, directly with infiltration or runoff.
As you can see here, there's plenty of mosquitoes here, which is a good example of parasitism, which in return, if you don't know what that means, it basically means that they benefit from us, they want our blood, and we can potentially get harmed by different germs and viruses and other bacteria that gets in their mouth and that they transfer from them to us. As you can see, this creek right here is home to loads and loads of crawfish and other types of living creatures like fish. And what the crawfish do is that see this sediment and dirt I'm stirring up right here is basically what they eat, and it's an example of commensalism really, because some of the sediment is fish excrement and other wasteful particles, and crawfish eat the fish excrement and other sediment materials, and in return they clean the system, the creek, for the fish and other living creatures. As you can see here, there's plenty of wildlife and biotic and abiotic factors here, like the water, abiotic, and you know, like I said, the plants and the animals here, the biotic factors. There's plenty of it here, and let's do that again. Zoom out, and then come up. Try and zoom in on a frog. Or a frog. No, don't look at me.
I thought you said that's what you wanted me to do.
No. What?
There's competition over here.
Pretty good, actually. By the tertiary consumers, like the secondary consumers.
Alright, hold on. Now, rolling.
As you can see here is a good example of animals that have been here. You know, they obviously are living and have a lot of food. Don't look at me, just zoom on there.
Okay.
As you can see here is another good example that an animal has a predator. Because I can mention that in the previous video with the geese. They can compete with one another or compete with stuff.
If you remember the rodent that we saw earlier, I think you get a shot right here. All of these little holes right in virtually all over this plant. See, this is an example of parasitism right there. And one animal benefits from the other, while the other one is potentially harmed from the other creature. And this plant, the ones continuing to do this plant could very well die.
Shut up!
Now start.
Like animals, plants take in water. After passing from roots to leaves, much of the water returns to the atmosphere through transpiration. When rain falls on a forest,
No, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone.
Just go again.
Yeah, and don't lean on this, because every time you do something, it picks up. Don't lean on it. Just stand there. Don't touch it. Don't get your hands away from it.
Good grief.
I'm telling you how sensitive it is, or we ain't gonna be able to use it. Oh, really? This has been recording the whole time.
You can see this creek right here is a home to loads and loads of crawfish, and what they do.
Really? You gonna get those? We're rolling.
Alright, take two. Here you go, hold on to this.
Oh yeah? Ah, it's a big shoulder.
Alright. So, let's cut that out. It's full of particles. And crawfish eat the fish excrement and other sediment materials, and in return they clean the system, the creek, for the fish and other living creatures.
What's this?
That is a worm. Why is there a worm in the shot?
Because it's on my finger right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that in the shot?